Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we've come to the town of Tavistock in Devon. Now this is a localish town to us, so I know it fairly well. It was known historically as a stannery town, which means it had mining connections. I think mostly tin and things like that in this area. We start out our walk into town through the park called the Meadows. It's a nice park. It's got a nice river running through it on one side and a canal on the other. Here we are walking down next to the river. As you can see, it was a fairly calm bit of river. There's always the ducks. Quite often a few fish can be seen because they travel up it to lay their eggs, etc. And also, as can be just about seen, some squirrels lining the banks too. So yes, as was said, the river travels through Tavistock and down towards the sea. It is the River Tavy, and this part is where the weirs are to enable the fish to travel upstream. So quite regularly during certain times of the year you can see fish jumping up it. Now up ahead, I think we get a closer shot. Yep, this is a machine that takes the sticks and the leaves out of the river, because that is where the water for the canal comes from, I believe. I believe there's a underground tunnel that the water goes down and goes into the canal. So here we are approaching Bedford Square, which is the town centre. As you can see, there's a statue on the right there. That is the Duke of Bedford, so where the name of the square comes from. As you can see, there's a market on, and there's plenty of things to look. Got the plants and all the food stalls, local farmers and other local producers always showing their wares. And it's fairly regularly visited by many people. Obviously quite a quiet day today there. This bit here is the main high street. As you can see, it's a one-way street with parking on either side, and lots of what they call courtesy crossings, which confuse people. Now we had to stop for the obligatory sausage roll. Why not? Sitting on the bench in the middle of the road, but they do good sausage rolls around here, so why not? There's a local butcher. There's a few still going in Tavistock. They do good local meats, and obviously the national chains of Mountain Warehouse as well. This is called Paddon's Row, I believe, and it's a little group of shops up a little side alley. There's also, I believe there used to be an indoor arcade as well, but I don't think that's there anymore. A fair few local shops and also a few more chains as you head down towards the co-op. Now this is a lovely little coffee shop and food place. I do like to grab a coffee from here. They do lots of wraps and things like that, but their coffee is quite special. Got my coffee. Wow. Yes. Then of course we have a couple more shops, and you can't really go to Tavistock without mentioning the market. It's an indoor market, so quite good. I suppose we should also mention Tavistock's most famous offspring. That is Sir Francis Drake. He was born in the town, although quite often more likely related to Plymouth. But we do have a statue, the original one. The copy is in Plymouth. And there's also a board explaining his life. So yeah, we've had our little walk around the town, and now we're walking down the opposite side of the river, looking over towards where we'd come from before. Yeah, slightly strange town in some ways. It's a while back was voted Britain's angriest town, all because they didn't want a premier in. Yeah, there's claims that they ran McDonald's out of town. I seem to remember it being something different, something about the land where the McDonald's was built. I think it was a petrol station before, and it wasn't disposed of properly or something. But whatever the true story is, who knows? But yeah, it's a nice town. A lot of little local shops and things like that. But there's also some chains like Mountain Warehouse, Costa, things like that. Yeah, not that bad little place to come and have a look around. You get your hair cut. Yep, it's not too bad. It's my hair though, so it's great. But yeah, they got a lot of choice if you're a female for hair salons, really. And things like that. Lots of estate agents, lots of coffee shops. So yeah, there is that favourite coffee shop though. Yeah, my favourite little coffee place. I mean, they do wraps and bacon rolls and all sorts of other stuff, but they use this make of coffee called Monmouth coffee. I want to get some myself. It's actually quite expensive. But then if you buy a coffee in a shop, it's expensive anyway. So if I had a choice between there or Costa, I'm buying one there. So yeah, we said that not always going to be out in the wild. Sometimes it'll be towns, places to go, seaside. We'll see what sort of other place we can find for next time. Head back now. I mean, the weather's turned out quite nice actually today. It started off a little bit miserable, but the sun's come out, the clouds are going, and yeah, we shall catch you all on the next video. Ciao for now.